Hello, good people, and welcome to Happy, Healthy, Whole with Sharea. Sharea. Um, Today we're talking about who are the people we talk about when we say the word they. And really, this came up because I recently had a loss in my family. My grandmother transitioned, and I wanted to kind of get into some perspective around the concept of they. And really what I realize is that when we're talking about they, we sometimes don't have an identified person. Therefore, it becomes this out of our control method of dealing with everyone as if they can't be trusted and or as if they're going to do and or judge us. And so when we're talking about if you haven't already, like and subscribe to our channel. So I was getting right into it. This may be a discussion that goes into more than 1 week, but I wanted to first define they. Who are we talking about when we say they? The phrase like they gonna be mad, they always judging me, they're all the same, they generally refers to a group of people who are expecting who we are expecting to react with either anger, jealousy, frustration, or a particular emotion that is negative towards us, or even action that's negative towards us. So they're going to be mad at me, they're going to be hating on me, they're going to they. The specific concept or the identity of the they depends on the context of what the individual person really who they really are talking about. And so this is an important part of understanding who we're talking about when we're talking about they, is that usually this is our family, our friends, colleagues or coworkers, a community that we might identify with, a group of people that we consider ourselves amongst at some point. And or in some cases, when we think about social media, it could be considered our followers, our friends, our different language that's used to be able to describe those who are participating with exchanges or engaging us in our own quote unquote reality around relationships. And so when we're talking about we have to be really careful because the phrase is often contribute to a negative. And most times we focus on that negative reaction, action, whatever that person may do, that we lose track of what our very intent of was and or what we want for ourselves. And so the phrase they, because it is usually in the connotation of negativity, it often puts our focus on what people are thinking about us negatively and not what our purpose and our calling might be around what people are thinking about us positively. And so I challenge us as we talk about this conversation, because I'm going to go into next week some very some very specifics to why we give power to the they. But the reality is, I just wanted to start with a definition they. Until we actually are honest with ourselves and we actually give the description, the full definition of who they are, meaning our friends, our family, our colleagues, our followers, our friends on social media, our communities that we identify or don't identify with, until we are colleagues and coworkers, until we can actually identify specifically who they are, many times it's going to be wrapped up in this negative judgment towards ourselves. And I challenge us in this first week to really think about, who are we giving power to when we use the word they are going to judge me, they are going to be mad? Are we giving power to what people think about us, or are we actually going to identify what matters in terms of our impact and what we intended? So that's our first week, which is, who are we talking about when we're saying they? All right, y'all, be well.